Hello, my name is Nika Zina, and today I will be sharing with you my student affairs philosophy, which is centered around caring for students and cultivating a sense of belonging. Sense of belonging comes in many different forms, but in order to have a sense of belonging, you need to have intentional programming, relationships that are built on authenticity and empathy, and the ability to encourage vulnerability and growth through role modeling. Students want to feel like they belong. And one of the ways they feel like they belong is through programming that is intentionally built for them. I utilize assessment data and one-on-one conversations for this, being able to understand where students are, but where they need to go. In terms of building relationships, I think this is the most critical piece of building a culture of belonging and caring for students. These conversations are built on how do I get to know the person, and how does their personhood interact with all of the other roles that they hold. And I'm also able to share in these moments so that there's a relationship that's built rather than just them sharing all about them and not anything about me and feeling that one-sidedness. And through all of this, I'm able to encourage vulnerability and growth. One of the ways in which I've done that this year is through social justice and inclusion conversations. I've had many conversations with students that ask them to think more deeply and critically about the identities they hold and how they come across to others and how their programming may or may not affect other people. And I'm able to do this effectively because I have shown them that I have these questions and I ask them on the daily. And then when I make a mistake, I'm able to go and research and look for reasons as to why the mistake was made and how we can make that mistake better in the future, or how we don't make that mistake, in the future. And that role modeling is really powerful for students to see someone in a leadership role, taking on that vulnerability and humility to understand that they aren't always going to get it right, but how are they going to work to get it right in the future. Through all of these, I'm able to help my students understand that I care for them as an individual, and that I want them to feel as if they belong here, and I'm able to make those changes necessary or advocate for those changes necessary so that we are best able to support them and their potential and experience.